Excellencies, distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, greetings from Bhutan. On behalf of the LDC Group, I would like to thank the UNFCCC Secretariat, the chairs of subsidiary bodies, the COP25 presidency, and the incoming COP26 presidency for convening the climate dialogues over the last 2 weeks to help us advance our work ahead of COP26 in Glasgow. In a time of global pandemic, the LDC Group is appreciative of the work that has been done to enable continued dialogue on advancing climate action. We all know that climate change is a global problem, demanding a cooperative global response. We must work together to address this crisis, leaving no one behind. While the climate crisis knows no bounds, it is the most vulnerable who are hurt worst and first by it. For the least developed countries in particular, climate change presents a series of challenges that magnify existing problems and further hinder our development efforts. In response, we need to adapt to climate impacts and build the resilience of our communities and our economies against climate shocks. We need to lift our people out of poverty and increase energy access without relying on fossil fuels and the traditionally high-emitting development pathways of the past. And we need to address the loss and damage that climate change is increasingly causing, rebuilding and repairing as much as is possible, while recognizing that some losses are irreplaceable. Given this context, the LDC Group has a number of key priorities and expectations for the road ahead in preparation for COP26 to ensure its success. First, we must see enhanced, more ambitious NDCs delivered by end of 2020, which reflect each country's highest possible ambition and respective fair share, as well as long-term strategies that put the world on track to meeting the goals of the Paris Agreement. Secondly, we must see developed countries scale up support for developing countries' climate actions, including through the delivery of $100 billion of climate finance annually by 2020. We look forward to beginning deliberations at COP26 on a new finance goal that is based on science and the needs of the developing countries. Thirdly, action and support for loss and damage must be anchored as a deliverable for COP26. We must empower the Warsaw International Mechanism so that it delivers tangible outcomes that tackle the essential challenges facing the LDCs. Finally, we expect all parties work constructively so that the Paris rulebook can be finalized at COP26. Countries must deliver a rule set, including on Article 6, common time frames for NDCs and transparency arrangements that secures transparency, safeguards environment integrity, and ultimately ensures the necessary deep reductions of global emissions and increased capacity for adapting to climate change. As we move forward, we must find ways of sustaining and building momentum, especially to alleviate the scale of work that will have to be undertaken in 2021. We must use the little time left wisely. To that end, the LDC Group is holding the Thimphu Ambition Summit on 9 December to highlight climate actions that LDC countries are taking and discuss the related challenges that still need to be overcome. We hope you will join us for this important event. We very much look forward to continuing these dialogues into 2021 and to further progressing our work towards reaching the goals of the Paris Agreement. I thank you.